8H, the world's largest broadcasting studio. That was a gorgeous place. So high. The stage was elevated. Control room was on this side. And this is hold a 50-piece orchestra on the stage. You know, they had a staff of musicians at NBC where they had their own lounge, their own lockers. It was a staff of like 50 musicians that were on salary. It's beyond me. And they had the staff. The other show that I used to do, one of my first ones, was the Supper Club. Went on the air 6:15 to 6:45, Monday through Friday. Was not carried by many stations on the NBC network because they had their local time. It was optional. They didn't have to carry it. So we were on, and I remember Milton Catons was one of the conductors, Milton Catons, Elaine Malbin, the opera star, Robert Merrill, this young 20-something odd with a golden voice, as we all know, Robert Merrill, Metropolitan Opera. But he was doing these. Elaine Malbin was a 15-year-old girl with a voice that would kill, operatic type, and then a couple others that elude me for the minute. But I remember Robert Merrill, and that was one of my regular ones because I was a nighttime announcer, as I mentioned. My shift was 6 to sign off to 2 a.m. So that was one that I did that. And that was out of 8H. So I'm familiar with it. What was another one with Beatrice K. Beatrice K. had a gay 90s show. She was hot in the early days of radio. This is all radio. And that emanated from 8H, from this, and it was an elevated stage. Now they eliminated that stage and that control room, so it's back somewhere else. And then, of course, today, if you look back, you say, what happened? Everything is low now with the lighting for television, all these lights. And that goes for all the hallways when you came into 30 Rockefeller Plaza back in the 40s and 50s. You came in, it was just gorgeous. The height, with no cables up above from studio to studio. Now you got cables, so it's high. And then you had extended offices, stretch, like you had the soap opera, I call it the soap opera studios. There were 2 floors. 3rd floor and the 8th floor. You had your 7th floor, whatever. But the studios were there. The 3rd primarily. You had 3A, 3B, all the way down the line. And you'd find that they had benches right there. And all these striving actors. I remember the first time I met Peepers, Tony Randall, from Oklahoma, wherever he came from, to New York. Always, of all the actors, dressed impeccably with a suit of clothes. I thought he was maybe he was a millionaire, millionaire's son, dressed to the kill, and sitting there, all these actors looking for work, because the directors would come in from all these different soaps and see everybody. Hello, Mr. Du. Hello. Like buttering. Hello. Well, they tried to talk to him. Say, you're holding any auditions? You're doing that acting. And there's some others that went on to great heights, and I can't think of the names now. But I remember them sitting down. They go, oh, they jump up out of the seat. Yes. Oh, Mr. Schwartz. Yeah, well, I'm a little busy, and I'm walking the directors. But they'd all, when you're holding auditions. I'm an actor and all that. You know, it was great. They'd all be sitting there, you know, doing their routines.
What was the biggest laugh you ever got on Saturday Night
And
Live?
8H also was that way. Huge. Today, makeup rooms. It was a thing of beauty. And its things have changed. Quite commercial.